and welcome. Welcome to part one. If you've seen our little pre-show, you already know these fine people. And so, well, if you don't, I would refer back just to remember them. Let's get started, shall we? Right. Welcome to Candlekeep. For those who don't know this monument of knowledge, it is a mountain, a fortress, a library, a temple, all of the above. A place where books and knowledge are sacred. A place where secrets are legion, and where their knowledge is forgotten as fast as is it learned and gathered. As we come in through the clouds on following the Sword Coast and break through, we realize that much of the cloud cover is smoke, as something dreadful has happened here. Among the different floating towers of Candlekeep, rubble, fire, smoke, Avowed running around, digging up people from the rubble, as a catastrophe has just happened. One of the towers, seemingly not too different from any others, revealed itself to be a rocket and smashed and crashed into the others. If you want more information about this, I recommend another adventure in Candlekeep Mysteries, Candlekeep Deconstruction, written by Amy Vorpal. The chaos that has been brought by this incident has moved a lot of people from here and there. The Griffin Riders are now serve as sort of aerial reconnaissance before the night falls. Dust is covering everything, but with the help of magic and the seeming professionalism of the Candlekeep crews, and things are looking underway. Fires have been contained, magical bursts and living spells have been dispelled, or at least limited. But there is the matter of relocating a lot of people displaced by this catastrophe. And you five are part of those refugees, in a sense. As one of the avowed with a book, a large book holding basically a ledger with your names and all of the visitors, in order to make sure that all those that are lost or missing will be found, you are directed towards your temporary lodgings for the night. All five of you receive the same instruction. You are to present yourselves to the doors of the Firefly cellar. One of the older subterranean towers and keeps of Candlekeep. For all you know, things should be fine in there. And the way things are done in Candlekeep, people inside might not even know what's happening. Now, Ruth here. Could you describe your character, please?
Yes. So my character has some deep red skin, fiery hairs, and fiery beard. When you look at his face, you see a weathered man, someone who has already lived a couple of things. He is actually a middle-aged man. He is not in his youth. Um, and he is with a chainmail, a long sword, spears. You know that he's not there to jest. He is all about business. He has an objective coming here, and he is a bit annoyed by all this disruption for his quest. He also has one feature. When you look at him, he always has a tip of a cigar in his mouth that never seems to consume. It is lit, but
After fire, water. At your side, another figure walks along. Bow strung to the side. A seabird on their other shoulder. Tuin, can you please describe your character?
Yes, I am a sea elf. I have a very pale skin, long ears, as you would expect them, pale eyes, almost translucent, tribal marking on the face, long hair parted in braids and locks, and free hair, blue, green, purple, all kind of shade, decorated with shells and other strand of ropes of different colors. She has a leather armor, also decorated with, like very artisanal style. It is not really clean or neat. It has kind of tusk bones that serve as a attach and shells decoration and things like that. She is visibly traumatized by the event that occurs. She's looking around her with a lot of fears and wondering where did she land it and what's going to happen. She's not in her natural environment at all.
Both of you show the markings of exhaustion. As to warriors, or at least people of arms, you have been tasked this full afternoon in either feats of strength to move rubble, tracking potential cries and victims among the fallen towers. Um, and while it was understood that you are still guests at Candlekeep, your rewards were they are thankful for your efforts. Coming in from another, there's another cloud of smoke pushes by, and a different silhouette shows. This one walking maybe a bit lighter on their feet, because that's what they are known for. What you need? Could you describe your character, please?
So you can see I have a brownish fur on myself, and I have some clothing on me that's mostly drapes. Like kind of like, I guess, droopy clothing, kind of maybe like monk's robes. I have a quarterstaff at my hand, and I have quite a bit of. I have a backpack with, kind of a lot of things, and I also rock a good like mug of like I don't know what the English word is for. In Chopin,
Yeah, they're basically
Mug.
a pint.
a
Like,
pint.
or a
Thank you,
stein.
thank you.
Actually, a stein would be the
A stein.
Yeah.
So with a stein on my belt, and I look a bit bothered, but also kind of hopeful for maybe new ventures.
That ever positive spirit has been, contrary to the other two who have been much and been involved in physical labor. You are known for your talents in the cook with food, and so you've basically been part of the soup kitchen, which is why you might smell a bit of broth. But as any as ever, your brown fur now is matted with white and gray ash. Oh, actually, the music is quite soothing to to what you need right now.
Yeah.
Last coming up on your heels are a pair of silhouettes. The tallest one we'll look at first. Wearing the uniform of the Avowed, book in one hand. Iris, could you describe your character, please?
Iris is a tall, thin, Eladrin elf. Currently, spring season, you would say. A little bit of a hop in their step. Green, pale hair tied up in a bun. And while she is stepping towards you, there is a wind of casting prestidigitation going around her to clean off all the soot that has been accumulating on their uniform while they were very busy rescuing books and sorting everything out during the day. She hangs her grimoire that she has in her hand at their belt, removes her gloves for the day, visibly tired in her expression and the lines of her face.
In contrast to that tall silhouette, one much shorter that you are currently holding by the hand. Noxie, could you describe your character, please?
So Noxie is like you said, shorter. I have a short, choppy, dark hair. And just kind of some general, like not armor, just like some normal, like comfortable clothes. I have some gloves and boots and things that are kind of more of utility, I guess.
Mixed match, maybe?
Yeah, a little bit mismatched. And I have a pan flute on my side. I also have right now a little friend, a squirrel, that is right now sitting in the front of my shirt, kind of cowering and hiding. And I'm kind of like, patting my chest, being like, it's okay, comforting the little friend.
It took you 2 hours to find them earlier, when in the morning the actual crash happened as they skittered off. And as a gnome, maybe it's your features, but there's been a bit of a panic around you, as no one really knows how you got into Candlekeep or who your parents are, as you could very well, especially in the dust and the smoke, look like a human child. It was only first impressions are your trade, and so did you actually do anything to prevent or to correct people from mistaking you as a child, or did you see that as an opportunity?
I don't really do anything about it right now. I don't correct anybody from seeing me as a child. Maybe I will if I feel like I need to, but for now I'm going to leave it as people interpret things.
Okay. Yeah. So Iris, would you decide that would you have recognized Noxie as the young adult gnome that they are, or would you actually see them as a child? How
long have we
insightful.
been together?
Oh, a matter of maybe 20 minutes?
Then probably. I'll go. At first, Iris is probably going to go, "Come on, child, don't touch that. Where are your parents?" And then, upon closer inspection, go, "Wait. Now, you're a gnome, aren't you? How old are you?" And go on with the usual interrogations of finding someone unknown, but as an adult. And so she's probably not holding Noxie's hand. She's probably saying, "Okay, come on."
Hand on shoulder, sort of moving forward.
Hand on shoulder, yeah. Moving away from something.
Okay. The cellar, you know it to be on the northern side, not too far away from the Emerald Gate, the one that actually gives access to the library. One thing particular that you would know, Iris, as consulting, which is weird about Noxie, is that she's not on any ledger. She is not marked as one of the visitors. How she got in is a mystery. Anyways, she didn't come through the front gate. Not as such. But
is she on the lists of people that are being displaced and installed?
She is now.
Yeah.
But in the chaos, things get omitted, overlooked, lost. But you are there to rectify that.
Oh yeah.
The five of you come to a seemingly small tower. But instead of going to the front gate, no, you know Iris, because you know the lay of the land. You know that the entry to the Firefly cellar is actually at the back. A tower had been built above where the Firefly cellar used to be, but the entrance to the actual cellar is in the back. You pull open the trapdoors and find a spiral staircase going down. And for those of you, even with dark vision, as you move down the steps, there's immediately the air becomes cleaner, less dust. And you can see below, as you are going down the spiral staircase, a yellowish, flickering glow coming from below. So I would ask you, who is the first one to go down?
But it's not me.
I'll follow her. With a little of a grump like, park underneath the ground like vulgar rodents. Great. You notice I'm not in a good mood.
Who is?
And Iris is just as cranky and answers, "You're welcome to sleep outside if you prefer."
Oh, we can? Sleep outside?
No.
Don't tempt us then. Why do you do that? It's cruel.
I wasn't expecting a band of wilderness enthusiasts, I guess.
Yeah, it changes from the bookworms, innit?
The question is that, is it going to happen again? Will the tower crush us down?
I certainly hope not. Have you idea how many books we have to displace and repair and catalog again because of this?
But
it's a nightmare.
why did it happen? What is going on?
The investigation is currently still under way, I guess, because I haven't heard anything about it. Come on, get in, please. We haven't got all night. I'm tired and I would like to lay down.
And
She doesn't have the same nightmares I do. Damn.
when can we get out?
Great question.
It's a cellar. It's gonna serve as a dome for the night. The door's not gonna get closed. You're not gonna be trapped in there. It's just accommodations for the night because our usual sleeping quarters are not available right now, if you hadn't noticed.
Yes, of course, I understand, but I'm not really at ease right now, as with all those crumbling towers and whatever happened. I'm just quite anxious that it's going to happen again.
I'm sure it's gonna be fine. We can explore a little bit downstairs and find some cool little lodgings for us. I'm sure of it.
You're in a cellar underground. Even if the tower above it crumbles, we're gonna be fine. Don't worry. We do have enough people that are able to get trapped people outside if that happened, and it's not gonna happen because we don't have freaking towers going up every night. Thank you very much. That is not a current occurrence, or the plan, or this city would be built very differently.
Very well.
I feel like you trust a little bit too much the authorities, I would say. That's fine.
To be fair, something like this hasn't happened in quite a long while. And while the actual report is still very much under investigation and under and the actual events still being a bit of a mystery, you had heard rumors of the Avowed taking action towards one of the custodians who had been accused of stealing books, basically, or hounding them from places. A man called Stonky, but not important right now. As you step out from the staircase, you find yourself in a circular room containing curved dark wood bookcases with books of assorted shapes, sizes, and ages. Flowers in ceramic pots line the top of these shelves, giving the area a sweet fragrance, quite the reprieve from the smoke and ash above. Alcoves are spaced at regular intervals around the perimeter of the room, giving an air of comfort. 4 of them contain polished bronze statues of bespectacled scholars, and 3 hold overstuffed chairs. In the center of the room, a brass railing surrounds an overlook that gives a view of the lower levels. Hanging from the ceiling above the opening of the floor, almost like 2 hands raised in prayer, is an enormous stone sculpture of an open book that looks through as the cover is flapping to keep it aloft. A spiral staircase to the east leads down, as well as up to the trapdoor exit set into the ceiling from which you've just come. The occasional blinking light of a firefly moves across, giving meaning to the title and nickname of this particular cellar. I will move you to the map. I said I will move you to the map. There we go. And let's move here. Let's move it a bit closer. Can you all see the map?
Yep.
Yes.
Can you all see?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sitting at one of the, well, not sitting actually, sort of stooped over, arranging books from a little trolley that she has next to her. Sorry, we just came out of a LARP where everything was non-gender, so there's going to be a lot of theys. I apologize in advance.
Fine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You see an elf, most likely in her later years. The skin has been is a little is not as young-ish as it. And there are streaks of white hair among her dark features. Let me just give you a look. Iris, you would know this person, at least by reputation. This is Varnier, and has been one of the restoration officers in charge of, for the past, some say almost 300, 400 years, to restore books and libraries, rediscovering and upkeeping any knowledge sort of lost. There have been quite a few discoveries made by her and her team as to lost books, lost knowledge, lost languages for all that matter. And you would know that she and her team have been here in the Firefly for the past maybe 10 years, slowly restoring books and the space to be something to be used again. And you can see her there, sort of stooped around these low, they're about 10 feet tall, but you can sort of see through them, bookshelves, and sort of placing tomes in order. Oh, guests, visitors. Was I? Yes, I was made aware that you were coming, and I believe we have. Please, come out of the dust. She invites you.
Iris would go with Candlkeep traditional greeting and say, Officer Varnier, we apologize for coming in, but unfortunately, with the chaos outside.
No, of course. Please. We have sufficient space below for you to at least spend the night. So do not worry. You are not in. All that I would ask of you is to respect the lodger's privacy, as we will respect yours.
Of course.
Fair enough.
Pleasantries. Let me show you around, maybe. This is my, our work. We have been working now for a few years and restoring this tower to its rightful, original state. The Fireflies are new. They are a feature of Quinkle, the actual inhabitant of the tower, way longer before we moved in. They've been breeding fireflies and sort of. You would know that flames and are not really welcome in Candlekeep. Having a discreet sort of side look towards the fire genasi in the corner.
Yeah.
I raised my brow. Yeah.
I would just ask you to be
Keep
wary
them under
of
control.
Be wary of your surroundings.
My flames are in control, my friend. Don't worry about those.
Well, friend. Please, you must be thirsty. You will find if you go down the staircase by which you came down here. If you continue further, you will reach the stacks below. I believe that Ebde would be below. Actually, would you give these to him, please? And she sort of turns toward you. There's a stack of 3 books that she sort of turns towards you. Would you please bring this down to him?
I'll grab them and say, of course.
These are heavy tomes, and you can see that they've been... they're heavy and they're old. As in, you can see that the leather bindings have in some way faded away, whether in color, the script is no longer visible. They are cracking sometimes. You can see the odd page sort of move out. These have dried and are in need of urgent care. And so with the respect and adoration that you vow to the books, Iris, you pick them up. And you move.
You had my interest peaked at Drix.
Drinks?
Drinks.
Oh, drinks. Yeah.
Okay. If you would please just stay a while. No, just don't move.
Stay put.
And stay put, and I will teleport you to the next to the next location.
The GM has teleportation magic that
Yeah, there
he
we
likes
go.
to use.
Okay.
Do we actually teleport, or is it just your...
It's just me moving the tokens around.
Okay, good.
No. This is very much these are just staircases. There are many wizards that just say stairs are for. But yeah.
Yeah.
As you move down the. Yeah, where are you? There we go. There is a musty smell of old books that hang in the air here. Concentric circles of bookcases dominate the space, with a heavy granite table occupying the room at the center. The table would be a circle if it were not for 6 semicircular gaps cut into it around the edges, creating spaces for 6 chairs. A small stack of books rests on the table, along with a candle holder that contains Firefly-filled jars. And at one of these chairs is a man, most likely, human, most likely in his late 40s. Working, copying one book into another. I have a portrait here that I could give you. He looks tired. But he also has the means of the dark eyes of somebody who's been squinting at extremely precise writings with not enough light. And what is this music that I have right here? Because let's just move to this one. There you go. Okay. As you come down the stairs, and the paladins, Naruthir, your your metal shod boots sort of hitting the marble floor here. He raises his head up, and the first thing he says when he sort of looks towards you is, "Could you please try to refrain from making too much noise? I just put my daughter to sleep."
I'll do my best, friend, but trust me, you don't want me to get my boots off. Been working in them the entire day long.
Oh, you are the visitors we were told about. The ones lodging for the night?
We are indeed.
Good. Well, good.
I
Welcome.
was told there would be drinks.
Of course you were.
Oh,
The kitchen
I like the
is
furry friend.
the kitchen is down below. I know enough of your reputation to know that you would do fine in it. Huh?
I would.
I still have some matter of urgency here. I would like to have this finished before my evening rest. Please, just and he basically sort of points to the other side of the room where you can see another set of staircase going down.
while crossing, I'll stop next to him and say, Ebder, right?
Yes, Ebder Smallstone.
I've been given those for you.
Of course you have. Oh, well, that's a relief. These are not for me. These would actually be these are will actually be for Cthulhu.
Oh,
I guess I will have to show you the way. Down the stairs. Follow the long corridor. As you get to the kitchen, on the right, the doors. Her room is the second to the right.
in Kula, right?
Cthulhu.
Kula. Okay.
Cthulhu. You will notice them quite easily. They are a tabaxi. And
I was afraid it would have been a mind flayer called Cthulhu.
only
What-
in books, sir. Only in books.
I've heard the legends.
What's a tabaxi?
A catfolk, basically.
Like
Wait.
our friend,
Little spots,
Watcher.
brown spots on a blonde fur. Sneaky little buggers.
I would advise you to keep your prejudices to yourself, friend.
Yeah.
You would.
the
We
hell?
are in a place of learning here. Read a book or two.
I'll have a drink. All these books give me a headache anyway.
Well, you will not find much alcohol here. Vanir runs a dry ship. But there is enough to. There is certainly water should you want to wash away the ash and dust.
It'll already be something, but not too much water for me. It's not good for my skin, you know.
Of course. Just. I will be with you shortly, should you need anything. I believe that Crinkle is also downstairs. They'll be able to show you where you will be staying. There is a room, I think, prepared for you.
thank you. And I'll go further towards the stairs at the end of the hall.
Okay. As you cross by, you can definitely understand the value of this place as a scholar. The way that the atmosphere is set, it invites silence and concentration. There are these, a bit like a church or a vault for that matter. Your first instinct is to keep silent. Even the more bobastious of you. Watcha, you definitely know that this is one of these places in Candlekeep where... And even you, Noxie, you feel there is a weight here that is not unpleasant. It's just peaceful. Nothing like the busy streets or... No, this is a place where you can hear yourself think. As you move across the stacks of here very much disorganized books, as some have been removed and replaced, and you have next to empty shelves you have a stack of books that have been placed on the ground waiting to be triaged or replaced in certain sections. And as you walk by, just the dry sounds of the quill scrying on vellum and paper, as Ebder sort of mumbles to himself in a language that you don't necessarily understand, or maybe
I
even
know
want
multiple
to.
languages. Alright.
As you sort of look to the book, the book's runes are strange. Nothing that any of you have seen before. But knowledge is knowledge, and he is a very good scribe. As you move forward further down, I will move you again. Who's picking up? Who's in front? We're gonna stay with watch out.
I think it was lower initially, but
No. It's not me.
Okay, I'll move you like this so that I can actually have. And I will move you to here. Down here.
Ooh, yeah, that's narrow.
Yeah.
So as we were moving past, we walked past the guy's table, right?
Yes.
So while we were doing that, Moku was feeling a little bit mischievous, and he
Okay.
scrambled out of my shirt and ran up the side of one of the bookcases, and just quickly wanted to jump down on the table. His little foot got in some of the ink and put some footprints on the table, and then he came back to me.
There's a swearing. Okay. God, where did that thing come from? And immediately there's what's his name again? Ebder sort of looks at you going, what is going? And as soon as he sees Moku sort of jump onto your shoulder, immediately he sees you and goes, don't worry about it. It immediately sort of takes up a rag, the one that he uses to clean his quills, and starts rubbing across. And sort of, fortunately, Moku was not irreverent enough to run with inked paws onto actual books, just the table itself. But very much, welcome, child. No, I guess Galeby might be very happy to see one of her age when she wakes tomorrow.
To which Iris's answer is, she's a forest gnome. Adult.
Right.
I don't really say much. I just kind of look around and nod. I apologize for the squirrel on the table, but kind of give a little high five to my friend because I thought it was funny.
I did chuckle to this story. Nervously, but it was a moment of relief.
I would mumble to myself, if it went out more, would have noticed it was a gnome.
He sort of pinches the high of his nose. I apologize and meant no ill respect. Seemingly, and has a sort of side look to the Genasi, saying, I should read more.
Yeah, you do that.
Please, I need to get back to work. Oh, and as you sort of move in, he sort of catches it. Watch out, just a moment. Wanted to thank you for the package from last week. Unfortunately, my daughter's taken a taste to them, so do you think you could scrounge up another batch of those candies?
Of course.
Thank you. She's
Of
been
course.
very adamant about them. It's all I can do. It's all I can do to keep her calm some days.
Same price.
Of course. Of course. I'll see what I can do by the morning.
Good.
As you take again the front of the actually the other four of you let's get some rolls in here. Why don't you roll all of me a perception check to see who exactly heard. Okay. I was wondering why did Noxie all of a sudden cast Disguise Self, but apparently
That was an accident from
No
earlier when I
worries
was trying
about it.
to read the descriptions of my thing.
A perception,
How
you
do
said?
I-
yeah, perception.
How do I do that?
So on
Great.
all you need to do is just click on the number that is right next to perception in the middle of your character sheet on.
Reception, my specialization. Great.
Watcha, actually, while we're doing a bit of bookkeeping, Naruthir. Oh wow.
Yeah, well, you know my reputation. I had to
Wow.
hold to it.
Okay. Right. So while we have that, let's talk about inspiration. So in the center of your character sheet, you all have inspiration, which I will call basically heroic inspiration rather than bardic inspiration.
Bardic kind.
What I would ask you to do, these can be used at any time as not as a reroll, but basically to be able to be, they can be used to basically choose the other number in the set. Watcha and Noxie, if on your character sheet, you should have a place at the top where you can see a red D20 with a B on it.
Beyond 20.
Yeah, called Beyond 20.
Right.
If you click on that, you should have options and scroll down. One of them should be rolling, and always roll twice.
Always roll twice. Oh,
Always
I
roll
see.
twice. There you go. That way, when you roll the dice, there are instances where I might give you a secret advantage or disadvantage, or should you choose to use your inspiration, you can choose the other one of the two. Okay? Now, these recharge basically on a natural one. So, Naruthir, if you had already spent yours, you would be able to get it back. Okay?
However, do we start with our heroic inspiration or not?
Here we go. You actually do start with one inspiration each. Yes. Remember that there's no. If you can only hold one at a time. Okay. So use these. Pick and we'll see. You can also decide. I'll say this. You can also decide to use it for somebody else.
Yeah.
But in that case, you will have to explain to me how your character helps that character get it. So it's sort of a help action kind of role playing thing. Okay. Okay.
Do you need us to roll another or D20 or?
You know what? Just do it, just so we can test the
Sure.
test the API. So Riv, if you can just roll another one just to see if it works. Just another.
The same thing that I did
Yes,
before?
just the same
Like,
thing,
click the
yeah.
perception thing?
Yep, or any one actually, because we're just checking to see if it Well, there you go.
Wow.
You
Critical.
exactly pause it. That's what I did. All right. You'll be my nemesis then.
So Watcha, you don't necessarily need to roll because you heard your conversation. The only one to have actually picked up on the conversation actually would be Tuin, as the others are sort of ushered towards the bottom steps. The flight of steps is short, just one floor basically. But immediately you find yourselves in a almost claustrophobic tunnel. It is about, you, Naruthir, as a fairly tall person, you just have to, it's just barely enough for you to just stoop underneath. Specifically, as you are walking through, and there are different sort of lanterns, vials that are sort of hanging at the middle, and you would need to sort of stoop under them or move your head to the side.
Yeah, I'm used to that kind of situation, so no problem.
Let's see. Here we go. In addition, here, while you leave the musty smell above, it is cold here. A low, barrel-vaulted ceiling crowds the already narrow passageway. Light from a firefly lamp that hangs on a hook in the wall is inadequate to illuminate the entire space. You notice that it is not the only one, but all of the others are empty. And at the bottom of the glass jars, you can actually see, at least those with dark vision, the small bodies of fireflies at the bottom. These would need some replacing, I guess. So please, if you wish, you may move forward.
Yeah.
So,
Where are we going?
you are going north.
But why are we going here?
Because these are...
That's where we're staying. That's where we sleep.
Is that a door? Okay, yeah.
It is a door. It is a door. Let me just open this up. And there we go.
I don't see much if somebody wants to pass in front of me because...
Follow the hair, I guess.
Actually, here's a good question. Naruthir, do you produce light?
Well, I can if I want to. I mean, depends. If I want my hair to be flamboyant, I can do so. But if I don't want to, you merely see a flashy redhead guy with the red skin.
So I currently have you producing bright and low light, but I believe that's your sword.
Okay, yeah, sure, I can do that.
Okay.
So I get my sword out of its sheath, and you see some nice pale light coming out of it. Alright, follow the pattern.
As you open the door, here again, the smell changes. The musty cellar smell is given to the tavern-like smell of grease and bacon, as a dirty skillet stands out amongst an otherwise immaculate kitchen, and the smell of bacon in the air hints at the skillet's former contents. A door in the southeast corner hangs open just a crack. You see next to an oven, though not heated by open flames, this is the standard that you would find in Candlkeep. An enchanted ring, basically producing a permanent heat metal spell, toggled by a switch on the side. You also see what looks to be a fairly well-stocked pantry resting in a corner. And immediately, Noxie, your little friend, just goes... And you can hear it skittering its interest as the new smells of and promise of food has brought them out from your clothing. You can also see pots and pans. And in the middle of all of this stands a kenku. Kenku, for those who would know, are humanoid ravens or humanoid crows. Actually, I have a better. Let's have a look at dear old Crinkle. The come on. Let's just do this. The stooped figure eyes you all with a sort of a glower coming from their raven eyes. Was that? Who goes there? The voice echoing from the voice, sounding more familiar to maybe a half-orc or an ogre than this little bird.
Hello, friend. We are... I see you have a little pantry there. Would you mind if we take a look and, gather some ingredients for some cooking?
I know you?
Oh, I'm sure my reputation precedes me, but yeah, probably.
There is another
Guests
series of
being
sort of...
displaced.
You hear there's another going, sort of another click from the beacon goes, and in the elf's voice, visitors. Sort of nods, puts back the skillet onto. You can see that there's a bit of food being prepared. A few strips of bacon, a couple of fried pieces of what could be something along the lines of a tuber, or and again another voice going, "Don't get any ideas. My name is Varnir."
What now? Wasn't that the guy upstairs?
Again, there's a if a bird could roll their eyes and going, it sort of picks up the plate, points to the plate, and then points above.
Oh, it is for the guy upstairs, innit? Aye.
By the way, are you hearing my clicks?
Not
No.
Slightly, but very softly.
Okay, yeah. So it's about okay. That's Discord deciding that that they don't like my sound effects. Okay, I'll do that. But before that, they sort of put the plate down and, grabbing the staff that you see on the image from a corner, walk sort of by you and towards the slightly ajar door on the corner. And I'm going to actually open this up as well. There we go. And leads you across into a smaller set of corridors. On each side, you can see doors that are, sort of normal doors, basically. Can't really give you much of an example. One of them ajar, so this one right here. Just sort of open, and you can see that the old Kenku sort of as it moves forward, sort of looks inside, and sort of nods approvingly, and then shows you to this door right here. I will again open it up, and basically points to the lot of you and that one.
Can you repoint to which one it was?
Right.
Yeah.
Let me just get back to the token layer.
This one?
That
Sure.
one there.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Clearly indicating that this would be your these would be your quarters. As you come inside, you can see that a beautiful painting of Candlekeep on the south wall looms over 5 beds that sort of crowd the room. A narrow shelf tucked into the northwest corner holds jars of fruit preserves and pickled vegetables. It has everything. The room looks and smells like this used to be a food preserve or a pantry that sort of hastily got moved out and somebody just shoved beds inside.
Mm-hmm.
But each of you have a bed, or at least some sort of bedding in that particular room.
I'll
Interesting
point.
lodgings.
Yeah. I'll just get out again with my books, heave them up, showing them, and say, "I've been told to bring this to Cthulhu."
Cthulhu, as they say, again in a sort of melodic voice, and points to the room just next door on the same side.
So this one then?
Yes, just
Okay.
the one in front of Galeby's room.
Yeah.
As you pass by Galeby's room, you can see that this is very much a child's room, as in it is. Toys are scattered on an unmade bed in which she is sleeping on. Piles of clothes obscure all but a bare few patches on the floorboards. Above a writing desk, in the corner, dangles a small dragon marionette made from brass and wood. And you can just in the ambient light see the slight coloration on its wings. That are made of red canvas.
Anyways, I'll holding the books with one hand. I'll knock with the other.
Mm-hmm.
On Cthulhu's door.
You wait a while, and almost silently, the door just opens up. Yes, what is... Oh. Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you. We've been assigned in the room next door for sleeping quarters with the whole...
Yes. Yes. New friends, new guests.
Varna, was it? The name of the one that gave me the books? Varna?
Verna.
Verna.
Yeah, Verna.
Varna. Asked me to bring you these?
Oh, yes. Thank you. New guests and with offerings. Yes, I will take those off your hands. If you need anything, please.
I'll be sure to let you know.
Thank you. Well, see you in the morning. The meal is at 8. Or when Crinkle decides to prepare it.
right. What? Just what race is she? What?
I will show you in a second.
Do we have a description somewhere?
Yes, you do.
Oh yeah, right. She was Tabaxi.
So, yes. Okay, yeah. There is, as you can see, a white and black striped cat-like figure. They are wearing around their neck a wreath of sort of vines and ivy. About them, you can see, and then on the other side, the room smells of sort of herbs and the almost sort of an incense kind of smell, though fresher than just the stuff that's being burned. Well, I was taking a nap when you ordered, so please, but we'll talk later. You will be here tomorrow. You are saying tomorrow? Maybe helping with the restoration, with the efforts?
Oh, I'll certainly be there. I'll certainly be expected upstairs tomorrow to help with
Well,
all the books that have been
of course. Yes.
misplaced.
Yes. Well, meet in the morning. Talk then.
It would be lovely.
And the door is closed slowly. As you step away, you just hear the alert as they may be sort of peeking to see the others in the side. But as you turn around, and you hear the clicking of the door. Crinkle leaves you to your own devices for a while to settle your things. As they pass you by, you hear again in another voice. I'm going. Make yourselves at home. Just don't take anything. And clicks again and sort of admonishes. There is something about Kenku that, well, some of you know, others do not. Which is that, according to legend, they were cursed to only speak in other people's voices. And so sometimes if the voice might be a bit gruff, or the intent in the wording might be a bit hostile, you know that this is not necessarily what they mean and what they intend to pass as along as a message. It takes some getting used to, I guess, dealing with Genko. But this one sort of, again, grumpily sort of moves forward. And you do understand that their choice of words might actually be exactly what they wanted to convey. Especially to you, Watcha. Should you wish, you may partake in the use of the kitchen. There is a water source there, a sort of a tap, which allows for clean water. As mentioned previously, not much on matter of alcohol, but you do find juices and assorted sort of sweet drinks, most likely for the child. Though you can also find ways of making your own drinks there are fruit, vegetables. It's well stocked.
Yeah, does can I interest anybody here in some brewage of my concoctions?
Oh,
Ah.
well, I'm thirsty.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
And hungry.
I've had enough of books for tonight. I'll enjoy the kitchen.
All right.
What are you doing in Candlekeep?
I'm
Oh,
doing what
well.
I'm told.
Yeah. Don't worry too much about it.
You did ask that to me?
No, it's just a general question, but it was especially directed towards Narutir, who just said, "I've had enough of books," and so the question, and what are you exactly doing in Waterdeep then? In Candlekeep, just came out.
Yeah. What I was told to.
Oh, so the mighty paladin has a master.
Of course, the knight captain of my order.
Which order is that?
The order of mighty Kothis, god of fire and blaze.
Yeah, well, keep those flames away from the books.
As I told your friend upstairs, these flames are under control.
Yeah, they better be.
Haven't met much fire ganassi before, eh?
Nope, those are not the sort that usually dwells in Candlekeep.
Kinda wonder why.
No, actually, no. We know exactly why.
Ah. Nice and charming, as usual. A mage, are you?
What gave it away? The book?
Yeah. Bookworms, mages. Magi, shall I say, I think. You see, I also know things.
You, sir, need to meet a sorcerer. And Iris is gonna go and help herself with something to eat in the kitchen because she actually hasn't eaten since probably 11 in the morning, and it's late. It's getting late.
I'm turning around a bit grumpy, yeah. Met sorcerers. The only one I met were orcs. They're not able to talk anymore, anyway.
Right. I'm following what she needs and see if I can help him out. His proposition of food and beverage as kinda give me a sort of distraction from the stress of being so far underground in those very small and narrow and dark tunnels. And it's helped me to ease my mind. Otherwise, I'm always kind of a little bit nervous. And I imagine that my birds here, it's not super happy either. For those of you that do not know, I introduce you to a magnificent white and grey seagull. That is for now pretty silent. But when she will not be silent, enjoy.
Oh, great. Please tell me he doesn't screech in the morning.
One of the advantages of your beast, Tuin, is that they can actually be dismissed with fair ease. As in, if they do not feel comfortable and wish to return to their Fey plane, into their Fey nature, you can just dismiss them. At least for temporarily. They will always be by your side should you need them. You know this.
For now, I appreciate her comforting presence.
As for Noxie, I'm very entertained by the little discourse that's going on between Iris and Naruthir.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really hilarious, actually, and I'm just I'm just observing that, kind of laughing about it to myself. I'm gonna go in the kitchen and try to find some, maybe like pumpkin seeds or something.
Popcorn.
Moku,
Yeah.
and some snacks for myself as well. I don't really need like my main objective is not to get something to drink. I mostly am just trying to find food.
You realize that as you crowd into the kitchen, this is not the best place for meeting up and having a meal. There's no real central table. There's maybe a few surfaces to prepare food on, but you would assume that most meals would be taken upstairs, actually, on the same round table that Ebner would be working on. Yes, I apologize. I still need to learn the name of these characters.
Oh, all good.
All right, that's fine.
As well as yours. And actually, after a few minutes, as you are sort of making yourselves at the ready, either cooking meals or grabbing snacks, a very tired Ebner sort of bags under his eyes, definitely that exhaustion stoop around him, goes, "Oh, well, I see you've found what you were looking for. Please, help yourselves. Even if Crinkle disapproves, they are always disapproving. So, well, I bid you good night. And we will meet in the morning."
Good night, then.
Good night.
Night.
And do not worry about... I should give you some warning, though. Galeby, my daughter, is fairly curious and energetic. So, should she decide to jump into your arms and ask many of her fascinating and silly questions, please indulge her. I will be sure to keep her out of your way as much as possible, should that be needed.
Do not worry. We will pay attention to her.
Thank you. Actually, it would be a good if she were to be distracted. It would maybe allow her father to do some work correctly. So.
Well, if she wants a tale, I can tell her some stories.
That she enjoys. Yes, I'm sure she will enjoy that. I just think that she'll enjoy the attention. She's been locked up, in a sense, with us here. Not much for her, not much for a child of her age. I just want to verify the age.
I was gonna ask, how old is she?
She's 8. And quite the handful. So, I would appreciate if you have some time tomorrow to keep her entertained. Anyways, on that note, good night.
Good night.
And just
Good night.
passes across. Oh, Noxie, are you slipping into Galeby's room?
Is that the room? I thought that was the kitchen.
The kitchen is right here. Right here in the corner.
Okay.
This right here is very much Galeby's room.
Okay, sorry.
If you win, no, we can do that. Do you want to throw put up a stealth check to try and see if?
No, that's not what I meant to do.
That's fair. No worries.
So, what are you preparing? What you need?
Yeah, so as you see me, I take out of my bag some a lot of jars and tools and all that stuff, and I'm actually asking you, well, what do you want me to cook? I have lots of possibilities. I see the pantry is full, so yeah, that's great. I can also make drinks.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Yeah, I see you are interested, sir.
Yes.
By the way, I don't think we've actually been, acquainted. I don't think I remember your names if we told each other before, but Yeah, I go ahead.
I am Narrative Blaze-Storm, my long-haired friend. What's your name?
My name is what you need because
Your name?
that is my name. Whatever you
Ah,
need,
okay,
I
okay,
can
okay.
probably
All right,
provide it. So that's what I go by. Yeah.
all right.
My
What
name
shall
is
you...
Bryn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we have Tween this elf.
Oh
Okay.
yes, I come from an island, from the ocean, actually.
Oh.
Pretty far from here? No, it's not that far. Don't really remember. It's an island covered with bones of whales. It has its name from the remains of the whales that goes and dies on the shores. It's like a whale graveyard.
Oh wow. That's quite a story.
I have a lot of
Um,
stories.
What about you, other elf?
Well, that was my question. Watcha, how well do you think you know Iris? Because Iris is working in the library.
Oh, true. Well, I guess normally in Candlekeep I have a bit of a reputation of I provide things, so
Mhm.
maybe I would probably know your name. Well,
Yeah.
maybe I don't know your name, but probably you will know my name, sort of thing,
Yeah,
right?
probably that way around. I mean, you
Of
could
course.
know. Iris has a reputation in Candlekeep for being a stickler by the rules. Think
Mm.
Hermione Granger, first year at Hogwarts. You could get us expelled. You could get us killed or worse expelled. That's very much her vibe. So. Would Watcha be actively looking for that kind of contacts or actively avoiding them?
Yeah.
Oh, those are the best ones, right? Because the ones who go by the rules are always the ones that need something.
Yeah. And so I proposed to Iris, can I interest you in a drink? Hmm?
Cool. If you need something, see?
Actually, would they happen to have some juice?
Oh, for sure. I have juices of many sorts. Yeah, I can cook you up a little bit of juice. And I
He
actually
says basically taking full possession of the pantry. As in,
yeah.
yes, I've got just what you need, reaching into the shelf that somebody else has provided up there.
And I actually, stealthily I add a little bit of alcohol because, I want to should I do a stealth check?
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right.
And
Yes.
what is
I don't
your
want that.
what's your passive perception, Iris?
14.
14. Okay. So you would need to beat a 14.
Well, that's an 18.
That's
so
an 18, yeah. Though, I would ask, how suspicious is Iris of this character?
Yeah, I'm not sure she. From what she's heard about him, I'm not sure she would fully trust him now.
See, this is where I would be. According to that, I would be pushed to maybe give you to take that 13 as at that disadvantage. However, this is much funnier. So let's move. And while this is happening, what does Noxie do? Just sticking in the corner there, watching?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like looking through the cabinets. I don't really need any help with anything right now. I feel like I know what I'm trying to find. But I do say so my name is Noxie. I have my little friend here. His name is Moku. If ever anybody comes across him, I guess. He has a little bit of a free spirit sometimes. I'm here in Candlekeep because I wanted to be, and so here I am.
That seems like a good reason to be somewhere.
I
With
see.
some strong will.
Moku.
Interesting.
I pick up
Moku,
some.
can I... Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm just grabbing some fruits on the table to give them to the little squirrel nicely until letting in my hand, like presenting him, letting him pick it up by
And
himself
he's
if he
going to
wants.
kind of like sit like on my shoulder a little bit, being like kind of like sniffing towards, being like, do I trust this? Is it going to be okay? But he does kind of decide this is good, and he's taking your fruits from you.
Realize that now that you don't, because you can't hear my sound effects, I have to mime them now. The evening, you're there for maybe 30 minutes, chatting, starting to sort of discover and get comfortable with each other. When Varnir comes in, sort of walks by. She has a pair of books under her arm, and says, you've made yourselves at home. Good.
Thank you very much.
Of course. We would not leave others in need. That is not how we do things here. So please help yourselves, and let us talk in the morning. It's been a long day, and for you even more so, I believe. So I will retire to my room. And Crinkle, have you shown them to their lodgings?
Yes, it did
Good.
show us.
Good. Very well. Well then, good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
And as you look towards, you notice that she takes the first room on the right, in the corridor.
So, what about grilled fish with some herbs and maybe some of those things that you have in your bag? That seems like nice. Will it go well with a fish, you think? Is there fish here?
Absolutely. Let's, I see you like herbs and spices. Do you want me to be a little heavy-handed on them, or more of a balanced approach? What do you prefer?
I have not really tasted anything here much, so I let you be creative. I will discover and taste something different, but I'm really hungry, so that seems very, very nice.
Perfect.
By the way, Watcha, how heavy-handed have you been in the drink? I want you to send me. I want you to whisper me a number between 8 and 14, please.
Wait, I have to...
I smell the Constitution.
You can send that through the chat. You can just whisper it to me.
I found... I'm gonna DM you.
Okay.
You said between 8 and 14?
8 and 14, yes. Okay. As you... So, Iris, how much... So, the drink is sweet. There's definitely something of a burn. Maybe spices added to it. But the alcohol is fairly well hidden. So, do you indulge?
I mean, she asked for some juice drink.
Yeah.
she knows the taste because it's basically a usual drink. If it doesn't taste like what she usually drinks, she will probably put the glass aside, grab another one, and just pour herself the taste that she wants.
Okay. I'm still gonna. Okay. Well, the Constitution save is enough. I don't know if it is Hiltuan or Wacha that was very kind to you, as in as the DC number that was sent that was 10. So, but yeah. So there's a little bit of spike. You feel there's not enough to give you a buzz, but definitely about. It's comfortable.
What's wrong with this one? And I take the glass and taste it. Ooh, nice.
It's just, I added some spices. That's it.
I do like your spices, lad. Damn.
Yeah. Spices, aged 20 years in an oak barrel.
Perfect. My favorite ones.
On that note, shall we take a break?
All right.
Right, cool. Yep.
So for those, for us, let's take a small little break. For those watching, we will be back soon enough, and I leave you with, a little preview of things to come. Let's put it that way. See you on the other side. welcome back. We hope you enjoyed the break. We did. A little bit of food, a little bit of drink, especially for us Belgians here because it is stifling hot. We are in the middle of a good little heat wave here. So stay safe, stay hydrated, especially if you're the GM. You need to wet that throat. So before we get back in to the actual game, I actually have a little question for you. Do any of you have any morning routines?
Yes, that would totally be Iris' style.
Okay.
And Iris's routine would be when she wakes, the first thing she does is wash her face and her hands, but then take her book and prepare her spells for the day. In today's terms, we would say she journals for at least half an hour.
Well, being an elf, that allows you. You're restful. You've been up for a while now.
Yes, right.
And as you can almost, as you're journaling, you can hear the rumbling of doors opening and closing as Ebder and Galeby. You can hear the chattering of the child, the clicking of the nails of the Kenku as they walk by. Anyone else?
Well, here my routine are kind of messed up, so to speak, because I'm in a completely new environment. But I'm not sleeping so much. I don't really need to sleep either.
No, another elf. This is
And
going to be interesting. Yeah, a lot of elves not sleeping.
So
Yeah.
I guess I've been in the kitchen, see if I can help out with something, or maybe I've been bothering the raven there.
So actually, here's a question: who's the last one? So when breakfast is called, who's the last one to come into the room?
Okay.
Who's the slowest?
I'm exercising.
Naruth here, I think you're the last one?
No, I'm not the last one. I'm exercising. That's my daily routine, my morning routine. Shirtless, making push-ups,
Yeah, keeping it
back.
pumped. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that what you need, you're pretty spry on getting up as well. Preparing, you're helping. This time you've maybe moved. You've moved Crinkle to the side and saying, "No, this is my kitchen today."
Yeah. I definitely have a morning routine, but it's mostly just making sure all my stuff is still there. So I kind of like rummage through all of my belongings, all my backpack and everything. And I'm just checking pouch after pouch. Okay, everything's there. Okay, everything's there. Okay, and so I go through all of that.
Okay.
And so yeah.
Noxie, do you have a morning routine?
Not really, actually. I just, I'm the last one to come to breakfast because I just don't want to wake up. I just like to sleep in, as long as I can, and then, normally I would be the type of person, if I needed to go do something in the morning, I would get out of bed, last minute, grab, a handful of something to bring with me, a handful of food to eat for breakfast, and just go on my way and go about my day doing things. So here I just sleep as long as I can until I'm all right, I guess. I guess I better go get up and see what's going on with everyone else.
Okay. Well then let's focus on you then. As you open your eyes, you realize that the room is empty. And as you're darting backwards and forwards, you remember, right, breakfast. And so, quick, you gather your belongings, put on that leather coat, and then sort of rush up towards the breakfast. And you can smell that as you pass by the kitchen on the way to that corridor that leads upstairs, you can smell not just the bacon that from the night before, but other fragrances, spices, something new, something exciting, something that is very much what you need style. You can see that the pantries have been open, a lot of things have been taken down, and the simple skillet that had been used the night before, now you see there is a bunch of pots, pans, and other assorted instruments that have been sort of moved about. Somebody's been busy. As you move through the corridor, you sort of start, humming as you've had a good night, the promise of food. And as you step up the stairs, come into the wide central chamber. You see your companions there around the central table. You can hear Cthulhu's voice discussing with Iris about their interests and their research, which is in folklore and local. I just want to see, just to be sure what I'm saying here. There we go. Regional forms of folk magic. So the hedge witches or the prestidigitation, right? These little tricks and of trade that farmers use to predict the weather patterns, or the seamstress who knows that one particular trick to mend a seam. And Cthulhu is embraced in this whole conversation about the difference between the small incantations on the Sword Coast as opposed to those in Chult or in Lantan, where she originally hails from. As you step forward and take your seat next to Wacha sort of moves a plate of food to your side, and then that's when something weird happens. He starts humming, but it's the same song that you've had stuck in your head since this morning, since you got up. But more than that, not only is he humming the same song, but as you realize that you're humming yourself, you hum in tune. And as you look about, you realize that everyone is humming. From Gail B's little voice as she's finished breakfast, and she's there sort of gabbing about with a piece of charcoal, sort of scribbling on a piece of paper, drawing something. Even the serious face of Iris is just humming a song. Naruthir's grumbling, sort of low voice, giving almost a bass to this orchestra that you're now constructing, this chorus. Nobody seems to notice, just you.
Question, can we only hum, or can we also stop humming to talk?
You try to bring it back in and to talk, but you realize that it is physically, mentally, an effort to keep that out of your mind and out of your lips. Mechanically speaking, it basically takes concentration to not hum. So this is going to be important for those who will be slinging spells with concentration. Just know this. By the way,
So
this is just also, while we're still in that bubble, mechanical bubble, if you feel that the music is oppressive, you can always turn the volume down on your end. For those watching, tough luck. You're in for it for the whole thing. But they've already got a inkling during the pause, during the break. So, yeah, what do you do?
So first, I'm just kind of looking around at everybody, like with like furrowed brows, like wondering why nobody else is noticing what's going on. And then I exchange a look with Moku, who's also kind of like looking at me weird because I'm acting a little bit weird, I guess, like weirded out. And I'm going to, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna try to like tap on Whatchaneed's shoulder and be like, just be like, what's happening, kind of thing,
Oh, would you like some eggs with that?
Ooh, nice.
This is really hard for me. Sorry.
Okay, then let's say it. At that moment, in the silence of this room, this lectern, you hear the an echo coming from the stairwell as Varnir's face sort of, you see, she comes down, looks through all of you. Her eyes go wide, and she rushes upstairs. Within a few moments, you hear, echoing down from the stairwell, the heavy boom of the doors being closed, and the metallic shunt of a lock. A humming elf moves downwards and comes again this time to address you all. You can see as she walks forward that she's calculating, her eyes darting forth as if searching for a solution or reading on a page. Her hands sort of almost stressfully sort of moving about as if she were writing something or flipping the pages of a book, looking back. As such, she composes herself. Her eyes sort of takes a moment to measure. You can see she closes her eyes, and for a moment, the humming is contained, stabilized, and she says, "We are in grave danger. Well, I'm not exactly sure how grave. But when I first arrived at Candlekeep, the Avowed were concerned about a singing madness. A book merchant had been afflicted with it and was put in isolation after several Avowed began singing the song as well. Doom, doom, doom. I don't know what happened to him or the others. That was 600 years ago. I've alerted the Avowed and sealed the exit to stop whatever this is happening from spreading. I apologize, but we are now trapped here until a solution is found."
What? We cannot go out?
Your voice, Twin, is echoed by Cthulhu, who immediately says, No! I have things to do today outside. No. What do you mean trapped? No, this is... We should...
You see my bed
have to
and my
work.
hair bursting to flame, like, and you see to my bed. I'm not happy about that.
You better contain that.
It's
And-
fine. Nothing will burn. Dun, 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 dun. God damn it! Cautious, damn it.
I had
you-
business to attend.
Anyway, Crinkle is not there, apparently.
And do you have any cues? How have the others been cured?
I would not know how it happened. I just know that it ended. There are no records to be found. All I know is that if this plague... I am not a spellcaster. I am not a specialist in magic or curses. I would not want to speculate. I do not want to...
And get one here.
Ebder is going, well, if it's just a song or two, this would not change much in our... There is still work to be done. Just have to wait it through. Gale and Ebder sort of go to your room, Gilby. And sort of as she hops down, not really understanding what the adults are complaining about. You see that has maybe she's certainly taken an interest in Moku. Has the interest been rescinded? Has Moku sort of played a little bit with Galeby?
Yeah. Yes, I was thinking that.
And I think she turns towards you and she says, "Can Moku come with me?"
I feel a little bit sad to have my squirrel go away, but I do have a little bit of a soft spot for children, so I do say yes.
"Thank you," she says, sort of humming to the song, and she sort of moves away.
I am super nervous, and I'm walking nervously around the room where there's a window.
There are no
Underground.
windows.
I know there's no window. That's the problem. Where are the windows?
Humming to herself, not paying attention to the song, Iris is gonna take her spell book, and while she's consulting notes, because she not only has her spells, she also has notes, is going to try and think about curses and try to have a ground idea of what could cause this and how to solve this. So basically thinking back everything she's learned, everything that she's read, see if she can even find we have information. It was 600 years ago. What kind of books were around at that time? What do the records say? Where do we have to start to find an answer?
As you are rummaging through your book, trying to find... This is unheard of, at least for you. But Candlekeep is vast. You are a specialist. You are very precise in what you've been doing in Candlekeep. Yes. And this is never... You don't deal in curses either. That's never been your interest. And you find that as you're looking through your book, there's a bit of desperation, which is your notes don't help you here. However, something crosses your eye. As you notice Galeby's drawings.
Probably grabbing them to make notes and then
You move them aside,
look.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you see it in charcoal and finger paint. A figure lying in what seems to be maybe grass or some sort of field. But the legs are too short. And there is a splash of red ink or red paint at the bottom of them. You start realizing that this figure, humanoid, seems to be missing their legs.
Mm-hmm.
Is that blood?
Mm-hmm.
And to the side, a silhouette, just crayon slashes of black charcoal. But where the eyes would be, just 2 white dots and a large crescent smile. As you notice this,
Oh, look, Mom, a psychopath.
as you look towards the figure on the drawing, Iris, it seems almost to quiver. The line art seems to move just a bit. Could you make me a intelligence saving throw, please?
Ooh. Okay.
You should be good.
I mean,
Yeah.
depending on if I had advantage or not on that one, I'm even very good at it.
Note to myself, do not check the child's drawings.
Oh, if only you think that was what the trigger was. As you look towards the drawing, there's a moment where you just smell, just in the back of your mind, smoke. As you look up, looking forward, you can see that here and there, among the stacks, black flames sort of seem to catch, and then die down. You know enough your own mind to realize that these are fake
Yeah.
images.
Okay.
But you still feel upon you that instinct of going, no. You catch yourself, and again, the rest of you, actually, what do they see? Iris. What do the others see?
So Iris has that drawing in her hands, humming along softly with the music, and then at some point looks up, looks around with an alarmed look. It lasts for a second too. It's very brief, but she's about to scream something. She really has that panicked look going on her face, and then breathes in a couple of times, looks again, and calms down, really controlling her breathing like meditation style. No.
What's happening?
Tricky little bastards.
What? Who's tricky?
That is a problem. I don't know.
You don't say.
But A powerful illusion was almost applied on me.
An illusion.
Yes.
After a
Applied
minute,
on you.
the images fade, as if there were nothing there, though you still feel the panic that had built up in your chest.
Panic?
Ebder has left with this child.
Triggers?
Mm,
Be careful of what you see and hear. It was. I was under the impression that the books were that fire was starting. So
There's a fire starting?
no, it was an illusion.
Hey, wasn't me.
But when can we go out?
Not as long as this isn't solved.
And how do we solve it?
I'm working on that, and you're welcome to help.
Well, how can I help? I want to help.
Use your
The-
brain. I have no idea of what's causing this, but as long as we're singing, as long as we're humming this song along, we're not getting out of here.
We need to find the source of the song then. Where does it
Yeah.
originate?
It's a curse, right? The other elf told us it was some sort of curse, right?
Probably.
But curse often come from an object.
Or a person, or situations. A
So-
lot of options there.
If we explore the area, we could maybe find the source, the object. Maybe it's a book, maybe it's a scroll, maybe it's, I don't know, a pan in the kitchen, or in the rooms of the wizards. There's wizard, right? The people here?
I did nothing
Only
to the
people,
kitchen.
only the people you've met.
Tell me, Magus, do curses? No, not like that. Are curses intrinsically evil or not?
We call them curses for a reason. If they weren't evil, we would call them blessings.
Alright, fine. And I put my hand on the table and I cast detect good and evil.
Well, you would know that being your spell, that you only can find creatures with that spell. I think.
You told me that it could be someone in it. At least I'm trying something here.
No. Actually, yes. I mean,
Yeah.
there could be a creature around that you would not see that
Yeah.
maybe that the paladin could detect. So it's not a bad idea. I will say this before, as you are preparing for your spell, you can hear as you were discussing among this sort of chattering away. You notice that Varnir has been sort of cornered by Cthulhu. And Cthulhu is whispering in there and is being quite agitated, with Varnir sort of a very sort of a defensive position, her hands out in front of her, and Cthulhu is almost stooped now, and out of her paws you can see that the claws have come out. You must let me out. No, we can find help. Varnir again goes, no, I cannot. We need to find the source here. With the chaos outside, that is the last thing that we want is to add more to it. Stay here, stay calm. I cannot stay calm. I am not like you, elf. I need to move. Varnier goes, I understand, but please go back to your room and sit there for a while. Meditate. Read, but your agitation will not help. Cthulhu's pacing is becoming unnerving. Almost sort of, and you can feel that energy among the more sort of bulbaceous of you is kind of not contagious, because other things are contagious here, but definitely you're feeling her vibe, as she is definitely wanting out and becoming a bit more aggressive with that. But when Varnier sort of says, go to your room, we will handle this, I promise. Cthulhu sort of slinks, but there's just that one look to as she heads towards the stairwell. She looks back towards Varnier and then to the rest of you, and you can see her sort of frown a bit and disappears.
So,
I'll go to Varnier quickly once she left and say, I'm pretty sure this curse is gonna play on people's fears. So we might have some very agitated people, even panicked people, if they can't resist the curse.
I fully understand, but this will take much of my... I apologize for putting the 5 of you in this situation. Truly. But we cannot allow anyone to get out. If the contagion hits, there is no containing it, not with the catastrophe outside.
Of course. I was not saying that we should get out. I was just warning of the after effects and the next effects.
You're mute.
oh,
Coline.
yeah.
Uh,
I really would like to go out as fast as possible. And so I propose my services, if you allow me, to go and try to find the cures, try to find the malediction, the cursed object, or whatever it is. Do you allow me, as it is not my place, to investigate, to try to find something?
Please.
Because
Please, we have our duties here and we must continue them. That is, we're in a bit of a time crunch. Please, if you can help in any way, do so.
all right, so you do not mind if I'm looking in the rooms and I'm starting to see your things?
Please remain respectful. We do not want anyone more agitated than they already are.
Of course.
Hold on. Are you
And-
telling me that you're going to continue your daily work as if nothing happened instead of looking for a solution at this situation?
Yes. But I will give you the help that I can. But I need to tend to my people. As you
Alright.
say this, Naruthir,
Yeah.
as an elemental, specifically for fire,
Mm-hmm.
you are actually quite attuned to changes in temperature. And you start realizing, as you're looking around, that everything's gone a little bit, not dark, but cold. Just that moment where, as you speak, you notice that breath move out. Your spell, as you cast it, because let's say you did, you do not detect any particular malevolence.
Okay.
Not as an entity, not as a physical representation, not a single thing. But yet, with that coldness, you now realize that there's something around you, wrapping each and one of you. You are under influence, certainly, of something malevolent, something that does not bode well. It does not want your happiness or well-being. This is something definitely evil working its magic here.
Show yourself and fight with honor, not like a coward you are.
You stand up, sort of shout that out. The others, all of a sudden, you can see the paladins sort of rise
Swords
up.
out.
Yeah,
My swords
swords
out.
out. Would you have worn your armor today, this morning?
Yeah, I mean, I had the idea to getting back
Right,
outside.
of course, yeah.
So,
Okay. And I think that all of you would be fully equipped should you would have armor or weaponry. So blade out, your moon-blessed blade opening and shining this white light, creating new shadows across the library. And as you move, there's definitely something there, moving around the books. Maybe your imagination, you're not sure.
I'll try to follow it and get back here.
The rest of you see the paladin sort of move and rush behind Varnir, almost pushing her out of the way in this frantic dash behind the stacks. There! No, there! Shadows moving from one book to another, one stack to another. Hidden behind these shelves, you can see the light darting from place to place through the books and the missing the openings where there would be missing books.
I want to rush through that to help out our paladin friend and utilize my capacities of my cunning, of observation, and all that kind of things to see if I can see something special.
Right. So, Naruthir, place yourself somewhere in the room as you wish.
Yeah.
I believe that Tuin will be at your side.
Yeah.
I'll follow them as well.
Varnir has sort of been pushed away and sort of looking back and sort of is moved towards the stairs. Okay. Okay, freeze. Everybody stay where they are. As you grasp your sword and you are looking through... By the way, do you wear a shield? Or is it... Or just...
No,
it's
my
a great
shield's
sword.
on my back.
It's a great
my
sword.
shield's on my back. So I have a shield with it, but
No.
because
Okay.
it's adaptive. Well, So for the moment, I'm holding it
Yeah.
both
two-handed.
hands.
But if it's a great sword, it's two-handed weapon anyway. So you
Oh,
are
okay.
there, and as you move, you look towards Twin behind you, almost in that energy, not necessarily hearing her come up behind you. And there's a moment where you find yourself face to face, you ready to strike. Twin.
Oh, no, I want to help you. Where is the thing?
Sorry about this.
No,
I was
it's
sure
okay.
it was there.
However,
Where it is?
Twin. As the shining blade in front of Naruthir casts a shadow behind him, you start to see that shadow grow and split.
Behind you!
I
Lad,
turn
there!
around like.
And I want you to roll initiative
Initiative.
as 3 shadows, born of Naruthir's, climb. Each one of them almost not shadow, but again, like scribbles of a child's charcoal drawing as they move up.
Damn it.
Let's roll for that initiative.
You see, I'm lucky with dice.
I mean, Tuin did see them first, so.
And I love this one. I truly love this little.
Noxie, do we have your initiative? Or
I
are
didn't
you
know if
not?
I was supposed to or not.
No, all of
I
you.
mean-
You can roll initiative. You
Everyone.
can be.
Yeah.
Once I figure out how to. Okay.
Just click on the initiative.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
Noxie, there you go. Ooh, nice. Very nice.
Yep.
Shot.
Right. So normally I would have fighting music to go along with this, but nah.
Nah.
Twin, you are the first one to see these 3 shadows have moved up. You know these things are dangerous. They are warmth stealers. They are life stealers. But you're unsure if these are real or not, as Iris's warning still holds your mind. Or going,
I prefer to be safe, so I take an arrow.
ahead.
I'm getting it into my bow, and
Yep.
I am shooting at one. We will see if it's not real.
Okay, which one?
I like the way she thinks.
So again, Naruthir, you see
Yeah.
Tuin in front of you, knock an arrow, and urgently draw the bow in your direction and fire. Go ahead.
Holy the bolt! What?
It's behind you.
Alright. Turn around.
So,
Do I know what kind of creatures they are? Is it a common knowledge for a fighter like me, for a paladin?
we'll get to your turn when it comes to.
Okay.
Okay, so 26, definitely a hit. Which one? Top, middle, bottom?
The first one I see. Let's say
the middle one.
Okay.
Okay. As you loose the arrow, fire. Do you want to? So as a ranger, you do have your favorite foe, which you can sort of mark one of these.
No,
as
I've just shoot like for this one. I'm
Okay,
just
perfect.
reflex shooting.
The arrow flies through it. You can see that the drawing or the shape of it is disturbed by your arrow, and you can see sort of a gap opening. But the fact that it is not purely physical means that you also hear the as your arrow goes through and hits one of the stacks behind it.
No.
So I will say this for mechanical you do understand that these are not immune, but these are resistant to the kind of damage that you do. So they take half damage from your arrow so far.
Those are cursed things.
Riva, sorry. Strangely, Noxie, go ahead.
I don't know why it says Riva there.
I don't know either. Doesn't matter.
What I have been wanting to. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, sorry. Actually, I think I know why, and I'll fix it in a second. So go ahead.
Oh, okay. I've been wanting to try since it has seemed that people have started acting weird around me, to see what happens if I try to calm everyone's emotions.
Well, calming emotions right now, considering that you would know that calming emotions, it gives everybody the right, it gives everybody a ganja buzz. Let's put it that way, right? So, considering that there's danger, you know that this would not be necessarily the right moment to. But
well, I didn't know if the danger was inside of everyone's heads, though. That's why I was curious about it.
Well, you've seen these 3 shadows operate, and you're definitely going, no, this is real. Or as real as it can get, anyways.
Okay.
But good thinking. Maybe later.
Maybe later, yeah. Sorry. I
No
need to
worries.
read what these
Take your
spells
time.
do.
So, Iris, get your mind into what you want to do.
Okay. I have no idea what I want to do.
Okay. Do you want? I mean, you can always just. One thing that you can always do is use your bonus action to give a bardic inspiration. You've got.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. Let me just help you out here a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see what we can do. What we can find. Spells. There is always Vicious Mockery that allows you to. I was nasty when I gave you these spells. Didn't give you anything much to attack.
Oh yeah, no, you didn't.
Well, I think that you should at least have. You know what? I'm going to add you just quickly in your inventory. I'm going to add you a hand crossbow. There you go, crossbow hand. Add to equipment. If you wish to do a refresh, you will find them. So if you want to just pull out, if you feel like that you just want to pull out that hand crossbow and just fire in, go ahead. Sort of crossbow or sort of slingshot.
Well, I could, but didn't I just see the other bow not work on them?
Oh, actually, you know what? I'll change one of your. Sorry. You know what? I'll do this. I will remove the friends because that add spells. You should have. Huh. Why do you not have Magic Stone? You should have Magic Stone as a. That's a bard thing, isn't it?
Magic Stone is a wizard. It's a warlock thing.
Let me check that.
Yeah, apparently so. Huh. I really do think that it should actually be a bard spell, but that's. Anyways, let's move on. If you wish to do damage, one thing that you can actually always do is the Vicious Mockery. You hurl insults at the shadow, and they need to make a saving throw. It can do psychic damage, and it can avoid them from hitting your friends. So.
Okay, I will do that then.
Okay then.
I also don't really know how to press buttons all the time on my thing.
So just where you see vicious mockery, you can there should be a button that says cast. Or just a little symbol before. You can click on the.
It's like it looks different. I mean, because it says at will. Do I just click that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's at will because it's a cantrip.
Oh wait, I need to put it as a display as attack. There we go. If you do a refresh of your, you should have it now.
Okay.
How does it? Huh.
So it's DC 14 wisdom save.
Okay, I'll just do that. Oh, there it is. I apologize. Tell me when you throw spells into the chat, and that way I can actually know what I'm doing. That we moved on. Okay. Shadow. I'm guessing it's going to be the first one up here. Wisdom saving throw. Ooh. That's an 11. Okay. So it'll take 3 psychic damage. Yeah, -3. And I believe it has disadvantage on its next attack, correct?
Yep.
Is that Vicious Mockery or is it something else? Or is it
it's either disadvantage or wait,
-4?
I'll check.
We'll see.
Disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Iris, you're up.
So, now we have my question answered. I know that they do indeed take psychic damage. That was all that I wanted to know.
There's this little forest gnome seems to have some very nasty insults, which apparently the
Yeah.
shadow seems to flicker at the words thrown at them. I'm not going to ask you now, Riv, but definitely for the next round, think of maybe an insult that you want to throw at a shadow, at a living shadow,
Okay.
if you wish.
The
Okay.
shadow going back to the shadow realm. But she was mean to me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So Iris, what do you do?
Iris grabs her book, has a quick note in it, and the end of her, she writes with a raven quill. The end of the quill illuminates, and she gives a movement when 3 magic missiles appear and hurl towards their target, which is the
Okay.
first one here.
Okay, so that's gonna be So first level, so that's gonna be 3d4. Roll just 1d4
Yes.
plus 1, and that's gonna give basically the damage of the bolt.
Yeah, I'll just cast it because I need to hit.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't
It's
need to
automatic
hit,
hit.
but yeah, right, automatic hit.
Okay, so that is
so-
9 damage to the shadow.
Yep.
As you and here you really see your magic as you put up the quill. The 3 bolts rush into the shadow, shattering its form, not instantly killing it, but you can see that there are gaps in its form. It is badly hurt, very badly hurt. What you need?
So for moving, can we go like crosswise like this, or like in diagonal, or
You can move any. You can move. It's you're moving like a
It's
king or
one-
queen, so you can just. Yeah.
okay.
So it's
So-
you have what's your speed?
My speed is 40 feet.
40 feet.
So I
So,
think I have,
that
like,
is
8. So anyways, I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to try to. There's not much I can do, but I'm gonna try and punch it.
Yeah. Go ahead, punch it.
So and I'm strike.
Attack the darkness. 17. That's a hit.
And so the damage. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
Okay. So 8 bludgeoning damage. Oh, because you're with the quarterstaff.
I used the quarterstaff, but it was an arm strike, so I clicked on the
No worries.
wrong button. But yeah.
No worries. Yeah. So as you bring in the quarterstaff, as you
It's the strikes.
Yeah.
I'm not using the quarterstaff. I was using the punches.
Oh.
It's an unarmed attack.
An arm strike.
Okay.
I was
hitting with my
there's
fist.
a d4. Yes, I apologize.
Yeah.
So as you come in, your fist goes right through, and it's like wading through smoke. But the image disappears.
Interesting.
The shadows now. Do you want to move bonus action?
Can I move again? And because I have flurry,
You have.
as a bonus
Yeah,
action.
absolutely. You want to go attack the second one?
I'll continue and flurry blows.
Okay, go ahead. So your flurry of blows, you use a key point to get your second flurry of blows of attack. So you have a bonus action attack. So you did your first attack, you did your bonus action attack, and then you can spend a key point to have another one. Are you doing 2 attacks on this shadow or just 1?
Just 1.
Okay, so you
For
don't
now,
need
just one,
to spend the key point for that. 24 is definitely a hit.
Flurry. There we go.
And that's another.
Nice.
Yeah, nice, very nice. again, washing through smoke, but you can see that some of the smoke stays upon your fist and sort of disapparates as this creature's form is disturbed. But now it's their turn. And both of them... Oops. Both of them
course.
lean in.
Ah.
Trying to...
Come at me, you cowards.
Well... Okay. So while the first one tries to slide in between the chips of your, between the gaps in your armor, trying to find that little bit of shade to hit you underneath your armor, the first one doesn't manage it. The second one, however, does. So let's see.
What's the butcher's ransom?
Ouch! Ouch!
Of course.
As they slip in underneath your armor, you can feel the cold of this apparition to reach in and sort of almost grab to your heart as you take 14 necrotic damage.
Ouch.
Ouch.
And I'm going to roll a d4. Okay, you lose 1 point of strength.
Jeez.
That's nasty.
Yeah, these things are nasty. However, it is your turn now.
Revenge.
1 point of strength. I can't, unfortunately. Shit. Sorry. Don't take care of that.
That's a crit. What you can do, I'll show you later. Don't worry about it now.
Yeah.
Okay? Does it? We can always remove one. What's your current strength? What's your normal strength?
19.
19. So it goes down to 18. So it's not a problem.
And doesn't change the...
Change my modifier, I know. Yeah. Well, basically, I was going to be angry, basically, at the one who managed to hit me and attack.
Okay, so that's the bottom one. Go ahead.
Okay. So it's my attack with my sword. It's a strength check, right?
No, just click on. You'll have a little symbol.
Oh, my infantry. Okay, yeah.
No, on your attacks. It should be in your attacks. Actions.
My actions. Oh yeah, I see it. Moon touch sword.
Yes. Which we'll have a name for it.
Okay.
So
not
unfortunately,
too bad.
a 9 does not hit. However, you do have inspiration should you wish to switch it around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely, yes.
Okay. So the one at the bottom, right?
Yep.
Okay. Despite it hiding among the stacks, your blade comes up, comes right down, and you can see that while you are smashing through, physically, you are smashing through these shelves and these books that are lying in exploding in dust and papers. The shade is particularly vulnerable. Well, is vulnerable to the light of your blade. So you do full damage.
Ooh. Yeah.
Books!
Who's smirking now?
As a paladin, do you wish to put in a smite?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
As well.
Roll me. So
Come
this
on.
is undead. So roll me 3d8. If you win.
There we go.
Yeah.
13.
There is no match. As you slice through the there is a white line where you hit the shadow, and you can see that beyond it, the extra light coming from that flame, that bright flame that comes from the inner side of you, just burns it away. It's gone.
There we go. And I turn towards the other one. You're next.
Do you have Great Weapon Master?
Pardon?
Do you have Great Weapon Master? Or what's your?
Yep.
Do you have a feat? Yes. So
Yep.
technically, as long as you killed an adversary, you have a bonus action attack. So you can do another attack.
Yep, I will do so. There we go.
For those watching at home, please be patient as we work these character sheets.
I don't see any feats on the character?
I chosen. It's two-handed weapon mastery normally.
Great weapon fighting.
Oh, but
Great
that was. Oh, sorry.
weapon.
That's in. That's in the fighting style. You didn't take a
Yeah,
feat. The fourth level.
it's not a feat.
You know what? For the purposes of this, let's.
Two weapon fighting. Oh, that's not the one I wanted, but okay. No, don't take care about it.
Okay.
Let's say I don't attack.
No.
We'll
Let's. Anyways,
manage.
let's sort of finish this off. Doesn't really matter. As you slice through and you go to the second one. Besides, I mean, you did 13 damage. You go through. The third and last one disappears. The only thing that is left of what happened is a very smashy slice through one of the shelves.
Oh, sorry about that, I suppose. Yeah, I can get a bit carried away when I fight. Sorry.
And Iris is gonna run in, push you aside, armor and all, and go to work. And you're gonna see her bring her hand slowly from one side to the other, and very slowly the books just take form again, and everything repairs itself as she casts a mending.
You're welcome, I guess. And I'm fine, by the way. Thanks.
I'm approaching myself to Naruthir and to see how it goes. And
That thing hits like a cart.
how do you feel? How is it to be hit by a shadow?
It is not a nice sensation.
But
Ugh.
are you wounded?
I don't feel really well, I have to admit.
Maybe you should sit down somewhere and take off your armor so we can see the wound.
I see where you're going there. All right.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's an idea maybe. And so
It
I go
takes
sit around the table.
It takes a few moments for you to sort of unclasp the breastplate and sort of move about. You can see that on the breastplate itself, there is no gash, there is no impact, but you do see is just sort of the lines of almost like frost placed upon it, disappearing quickly. However, underneath it's a much different picture, as you see that underneath the armor upon your flesh there is clearly the mark of a hand, though four-fingered, just reaching in, and you can see like a dark bruise, necrotic flesh kind of right there, and as you touch it, it is cold, not yet reheated by your own body warmth.
I am trying to analyze the wounding. It's the first time I meet Genazi so closely, so maybe I'm a little
With
shy
big
and
muscles.
clumsy. Yeah, but I'm not really sure if you're cured in the same way. But I'm going to try to see if I can help you out with that. I do have some knowledge regarding wounding and mending wounds. So I don't know if it will work on you, because I've always done it to my tribesmen, my family, but let's see.
Might as well try. If not, I have my own meaning. Don't worry.
All right. Let me focus a moment so I can do this properly. Let's hope it works. And I'm casting Cure Wound on this wound.
The magic seeps away from your fingers, and you can see, immediately, you see that there is a breath of relief from your companion as the wound, the mark sort of fades away, disappears. Not fully, Or actually, no. How much did it take? 14. Yeah, so not fully, but definitely you are now convinced that your magic does work on surface dwellers.
Okay. Nice.
Or elemental inhabitants, anyways. What happens then, however, is that weight upon you is it's still there. You can still feel. Should go away with a rest, whether short or long. But if you take a moment to sort of breathe away, you might get that strength point back. Just so you know, you would know this as a paladin and knowledge of these undead creatures.
That's would have been my question before.
No. These are shadows. These are undead. These are spirits.
Things I used to hunt.
Yeah.
For fun. Good.
Yeah. Until somehow you summon 3 of them.
Just for information, how much HP did I get from
11.
the healing? Or
you got 11 back.
11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, milady.
Of course, you're welcome. We need to get out of here.
Yeah.
As fast as possible.
This place is cursed by the undead. This is not good.
The undead.
These things are undead. That's why I did hurt them that much.
So, is there a graveyard or something over here? Or maybe there's some dead body somewhere that we do not know about? Maybe they have done some crime here they don't tell us.
Do I know how shadows are cast or conjured?
Make me a knowledge check. So your choice,
this is going to be great.
So this is your choice of Arcana, Nature, or Religion.
Okay. Nature, Arcana, Religion. I'm gonna go for Religion, I think. Religion. Where is that? Arcana or Nature. Yeah. Anyway, keep saying I'm going for Religion. And I have a -3 modificator.
Wow.
I'm the sharpest arrow of the quiver, but got lucky.
Okay. As a paladin, I'll give you that 15.
Okay.
Shadows are born many ways. But these are spirits that hunger for life force. They are not part of your basic undead, the zombie skeletons or whatnot. These are let's see. Yeah. It is said that they consume any living creature, but are especially drawn to creatures untainted by evil.
Great.
A creature that lives in a life of goodness and piety consigns its basest impulse and strongest temptations to the darkness where the shadow hungers. But here's the thing. It is also said that should a creature of non-evil be slain by a shadow, that soul has now been fully corrupted and would rise itself as a shadow. Dangerous things these, as they can reproduce very quickly, especially among the innocent.
Where's the kid? Where's the kid?
She's gone in her room, I think. Was
I
was
rushed
Moxie?
downstairs.
Was Moxie?
She's there, right?
No, with Moku.
Moku.
Moku, yeah, sorry. And Oxy is the gnome.
I'm rushing towards downstairs.
Okay. Do you all follow?
I'm following.
Iris was curious about something about the kid anyway, so yeah, she's following.
I'm following as well. I feel like should we all follow anyways?
I will just stay group bunched up. I will move you. And here we go. Okay. Let's move this right here. This is such a weird music for chase scenes and anticipation, but
It's perfect.
No.
I've taken my bow, by the way, as we are rushing. So
Okay.
I have it in my hand.
I haven't shielded my sword either.
okay. As you follow the bright, you charging in a stooped fashion along the line of this small corridor. Let's see. Tuin, could you make me a intelligence saving throw, please?
Yeah, that's great.
Welcome to the club.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Okay.
You're fine. You have a +0. I have -3.
Wow.
You're a smart ass for me.
It's still a 4. As you charge, the both of you head on, followed by the others behind you closely. But you go down the steps and into the long corridor. Tuin, you're following, bow in hand, eyes going across, making sure that the shadows projected by the paladin's blade are not going to rush in to attack you. But there's a moment where you're looking about and his light has gone out.
No more light?
There's no more light.
Your light is gone.
You hear that call out from her. Your blade is ignite, lighting the way.
My blade is ignited.
No, it's not.
Wait.
There's
I'm telling you it
answer
is.
from the paladin.
Oh.
Tuin, you find yourself alone. As the darkness creeps in, you feel the structure around you sort of almost close in little by little. You're alone in the dark, not being able to sing, the melody ringing in your ears.
Narutir? Hey! Where are you going?
The others,
No.
you see this as she is trembling, calling out for help, turning around endlessly, looking for a way out, banging on the walls, banging into your shield, into yourself, unable to notice the difference between flesh friend and brick.
I'm trying to hold her. Calm down, lass. I'm right here.
You feel, Tuin, as the crushing, as the stones full take hold of you and pull you even further, almost putting you
I'm
down to your
buried!
knees.
Escape! Escape!
You're fine, lass. Wake up.
You take 15 points of psychic damage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I rolled really high on that.
Man,
Yeah.
you hit like
Oh
a
my goodness.
truck.
Nah, 2d8. Yeah, I almost rolled max damage.
I'm
For the
crashed
following
on the
minute.
ground.
For a full minute, you find yourself in a fetal position, struggling, trying to break out. For the rest of you, there is nothing you can do. As you try to comfort her, you try to move, anything that you press against her is seen as more crushing, as the pressure from the deep. And then something wafts over you, and it's gone. The light has come back. Around you, you can see the flaming face of Naruthir looking towards you, the others sort of tempting. Immediately, you rush out, taking care. You need space.
Calm down. Calm down. You're fine. You're with
Let's
us.
What
give her
happened?
space to breathe. Let's give her space to breathe.
What happened? It's the wall were crashing. Everything was dark, and just like you didn't feel anything.
I was there the entire time, lass. You were just saying things that had no sense. My blade being extinguished, which, look, it's ignited.
Was it a dream? Something like that?
No, it was the effect of the curse. You were frightened and persuaded that to see things that weren't there. I warned you guys. This is the effect of the curse. Not the singing. The singing is just
A symptom?
a symptom.
It sounded so real. Us really there in the full darkness, feeling everything crushing around me. What I was extremely scared of since the accident. I really don't like to go underground. I wish to see the sky and the wind again.
I get it, but you need to stay calm if you want to see that again one day.
I understand. I will do my best. Did I hurt anyone?
Nah, it's alright. But have you been hurt? Like I did.
Oh, actually, yeah, I do not really feel good. Like I feel my body shaking. I thought I was just scared, but
I put my hand on your shoulder, and I use lay on hand. May the warmth of Kosas mend your spirits and your body, and you feel some sort of warmth coming from you, and you will start to feel better. You get 10 HP.
thank you so much.
The migraine, that flash of pain at the back of your brain alleviates as you feel this heat of comfort take into your veins, into your body. But you still need to move
Thank
forward.
you. We got our back each other, right?
Yeah. Stay next to me, don't stay in the shadows. And
Yeah.
you see me cracking my neck. Alright, let's go.
But a minute has passed as Tuin collapsed. But you feel the urgency to continue, as any moment, if these shadows attack.
Yeah, I'm
move forward.
moving forward towards the
into the
room.
kitchen, moving into the rooms. As you come towards Gelby's room, the door is open. The room empty.
Uh-oh.
No, not necessarily. She might be with one of the others. Maybe with her
Where's-
father. But that moment, as you were looking forward towards maybe deciding which room to knock on, a shrill sound tears through the Firefly cellar. Overpowering all other noises. And though it rapidly rises to an uncanny pitch, you recognize Ebder's voice. He is screaming. The air coming out of his lungs as, well, from this door right here. As you smash through the door, I'm guessing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who's first? Yeah, you smash the
Bam!
door.
Me. Well, me.
As you smash the ancient door, you see him, eyes wide, mouth agape, humming. Dun, 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 dun,
Abner,
dun.
wake up!
And
And I
that's
try
where
to-
we're going to end for tonight.
Oh, that was cool.
It was some fun.
I am going to shut this music down for now.
Thank you. It's a beautiful one. I love the movie, but for 2 hours, it's a bit long.
I agree. As I said, you are free to end it, to turn it off on your end should you feel it uncomfortable.
Yeah.
No,
So-
we need to endure it. So we're really into the moon, and we start to really hammering alongside.
So, vibe check. How are we feeling?
I'm fine. I had some fun.
I'm good. Yeah.
Some good laughs. It was cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the story. It's
Ken?
really cool.
Eloa?
Yeah.
Hiltwan, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You good? Riv, you're good?
Yeah, I like the story and everything, and I think it's fun. I just feel like when I'm put on the spot, I don't know how to come up with things, and I stammer over my words a lot, and I can't I don't know, I feel like a stuckness, like I can't do it or something.
Don't worry about it.
So I'm feeling bad about that, but
Don't worry about it then.
You'll get more and more comfortable the more you
Yeah.
play with us, and you'll see how we deal with things. Maybe some reaction you can think of. Oh, I might have done that too. Next time,
Don't worry.
it'll
about it.
ease in. It'll ease in.
And
No
we can
worries.
discuss when we can discuss if you wish to discuss that with any of us. Maybe we'll do that after when we stop the recording. Okay. So anyhow, on that note, thank you for my players. Thank you for making this happen. This has been one of these adventures that I've been really wanting to test out, and I'm happy that you were engaging with it, as you all are. And yes, we will see what happens next.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So remember, if you are watching this, you will be watching this on YouTube. I will have put links to all of these fabulous people's references. Go watch them on Twitch, follow them on Twitch. Whether it's if you are French speaking, come and join us during our night sessions. If you are English speaking, please give Eloa, Hiltuan, and Rivenari a follow. Actually, is there anything that you would like to shout out before we close this episode? Eloa.
Well, for sure, you can check out Embrace Adrift if you like old school MMORPG and you have been missing out to play old title like EverQuest, Vanguard, Dark Age of Camelot. Embrace Adrift is an indie MMORPG created by 12 developers, very passionate, and we really take care of our community. So you can check out our website and see if you would like to jump in.
That is cool. Hiltuan. Anything to shout out?
No, nothing to shout out really. No, it's all good.
Okay. Riv, what are you up to?
Just mostly just streaming on Twitch, so that'll be my shout out. It's my Twitch.
Are you into Tears of the Kingdom right now?
Yeah.
Very chill and relaxed streams. Really
Yes,
nice to watch.
Very much.
Yeah.
Very much.
Agreed.
So definitely, if you want something sort of laid back, something in the background, I highly recommend these two ladies. They will occupy. For those in Europe, well, Eloa is easier. Riv, I regret you're always too late for me. But
Sorry about
anyway,
that.
no, don't apologize. Anyways, on that note, once again, thank you to my players. Thank you to you who are watching, and we will see you next time for Shemshime's Bedtime Rhyme.
I'll
Bye.
close with saying thank you for GMing this.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Absolutely.
It's very fun.
True.
Thanks, DM.
But then again, I'm just a generic GM. Good night, good day. Enjoy your time wherever
Cheers.
you might be.